Yeah, oftentimes, and I think it's funny because some people will sit down at a meeting like this and they're looking for that immediate return on their investment. They want something that's going to turn over tomorrow, something that's going to turn over this quarter. Of course, I do too. I think we all do. But sometimes you have to really nurture a relationship. And you might find out in one of these conversations that you're well aligned culturally, you're well aligned from a service model, you're well aligned with the technology, but their pipeline just isn't there right now. And so staying in touch with them and making sure that you reconnect with them periodically and nurture that will ultimately lead to an opportunity, maybe not tomorrow, but in this case, next year. I think part of the funnier thing about that was that both of those meetings happened on the same day. They were just a few hours apart. And at each one, we were joking about the fact that we met a year ago and now we're meeting more people within the organization. It's hard to put a value on that. I really don't think you can put it. We were actually talking about this the other day among some of the folks that are here. You want to think of this more in the nature of establishing the relationships, having a pipeline to nurture, both for your sales pipeline, but also for understanding what's in the compounds that are coming forward in the market that you're going to need to support as a service provider in the space. We have been able to turn over some opportunities, and I think we're going to continue to do that working with you. But I don't really think that's the right ROI to measure. It's about establishing the relationships. And like I said, if I asked that to myself last year, I would have never followed up and had the opportunity that I had recently to reconnect with those two customers. So I think the value that Natasha has added for us is one of the biggest reasons that I am still a big participant and fan of what you guys are doing, both in advance of the meeting and after the meeting. We have an opportunity to talk about what is the profile that we're looking for, the services that we're trying to provide, and where within the market we're finding resonance for our approach. And then she has an opportunity to connect with the folks that are going to be attending, think about what it is that they're looking for compared to the delegates that you might choose to meet with, and then beyond, following up after about which ones really went well. And if you didn't get a follow-up or you didn't get a connect, what's going on? Did you miss something? Did you misunderstand the feedback that you got? Were you wrong? And give you that kind of feedback, which is incredibly valuable. So there's a couple things. One is we talk a little bit about what are the things that I'm looking for in a qualified delegate. And it may be, what is an oncoming pipeline? What does it look like? Is there something this quarter? Is there something next quarter? That's part of it. That's always strategy you need to think about. But I think beyond that, she's looking at folks that are actually actively looking for the specific services that she knows you provide. She pays very close attention to what those are, really connects with us on a regular basis about what we're looking for in order to achieve it.